This is Matrix Lord 212, and this is Doctor Who talk, and this is speculation on my part. I love speculating about things, and what I want to talk about is the War Doctor, okay? In this segment, I want to talk about the War Doctor because something has been on my mind ever since this happened, and I know I was not happy, while I love John Hurt and everything, I was not happy that Moffat inserted a doctor. So I want to talk about this for a second because I think there was some articles that were popping up that were getting it wrong, making it like the doctor had a choice. But here's the thing. The doctor was too far gone where he could not use his regenerations. The Sisterhood of Karn had to step in, and he was given, like, if he drank the potion, he could regenerate, right? So in other words, this regeneration that was coming was not planned because it was inserted in the place of what was supposed to come anyway, like the Ninth Doctor, Chris Feckelson. So this was like implanted, inserted. So could the potion, because here's the thing, when he regenerated into John Hurt, it was supposed to be a young John Hurt, right? But the Doctor doesn't age rapidly, except if this regeneration was like rapidly aging. Because you got to think about this for a second, right? He wasn't older than any other Doctor, but he was part of the Time War, right? But he rapidly aged. And he shouldn't have, but he rapidly aged. And then we got a situation where when everything was done, the regeneration was triggered. So, of course, could this artificial add-on of a regeneration with the potion basically was never meant to be at all? And just when the mission was done, when things were done, then his proper regeneration kicks in. I always felt that this was an extra regeneration, and that the way you could explain it is that he gave a regeneration to River to heal her hands, but he gave her like a little extra, and that little extra that would be considered regeneration would basically take her age down, if you remember, because she gave all her regeneration energy to save him, but then she said at some point in time that she was going to use before this happened, she was going to use a regeneration to take her age down, which would mean that in Silence of the Library and Forest of the Dead, she would be younger. Like, women, I guess, can control the regeneration energy better. So, basically, when Matt Smith gave her the regeneration energy to heal her hand in Angels Take Manhattan, he basically gave her, like, a regeneration. But not a regeneration in the sense that she could regenerate, but she could probably use to take her age down or whatever, and that would fix the timeline. So in other words, that would mean that the John Hurt regeneration thing was an extra regeneration because of the potion. And again, once it was done, he was out. So basically, the thing was a temporary fix to make him regenerate, but it was a rapidly aging, like Moffat said, like a moth, some type of fly that only can live a day or two or whatever. So that's my explanation about the John Hurt thing. And also, you could never really count him, like he said. He was all about killing the Daleks and stuff like that. It wasn't like he was traveling around with companions. And I know Big Finish does stuff like they did War Doctor stuff. They shouldn't have, because it was only about, he never had companions. It wasn't he wasn't considered a doctor. His mission was as a warrior to just destroy the Daleks, to win the war, whatever. So he wasn't like really going around like doing adventures and stuff like that. It was mostly, you know, stopping the Daleks in their tracks at every instance. And then in the end, the 11th Doctor made the decision for them all, and he just regenerated when it was done. So it wasn't like he chose not to press the button. The 11th Doctor, Clara, basically made the 11th Doctor push the button, not push the button to save Gallifrey. So again, I think that should be addressed at some point in time where that was, because he couldn't regenerate at all, it was turned off, that was another regeneration, and you explain it again by he gave a regeneration back to River because she gave him so many. All right? Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye for now.